Preeclampsia is a very serious condition that happens in pregnancy only to about 6% of all pregnant women, and usually in the later stages of pregnancy. It can cause a stroke in which the mother can die sometimes, and sometimes it's fatal for the child as well. Danny Slavens knows all about this firsthand. At Christmas, his pregnant wife had a stroke, but this story has a happy ending. She and baby are doing great. And Danny, we understand you're giving all the glory to God.
It was a God thing, honestly, and you can see it throughout the story. A lot of things before and after that happened that really got orientated. But the night of it, I had gone to bed just like normal while my wife was in a good mood, happy, healthy, going to sleep. And in the middle of the night, I heard a tapping. Very strange, not so strange when you have a 2-year-old, though. Maybe he got up, maybe something fell. So I went back to sleep. And then a few minutes later, I heard another set of tapping. This time kind of wanting to make sure everything was okay. I woke up, I walked out, and in the living area by where the kitchen is, I saw my wife on the floor. I saw milk spilled all over the ground. Kind of immediately assuming something was wrong or maybe she slipped, I started kind of giving her the, "Are you okay? Can you see me? Can you respond? Can you speak?" and everything. She was just very disorientated, could not respond, couldn't speak, and could not move. And so immediately I just kind of swept my wife up, pregnant and all, and ran her upstairs. And immediately we called an ambulance and had them come pick her up and rush her to the hospital.
Well, so when it comes to prenatal care, what is your message to expectant parents?
Yeah, definitely. Just expect the unexpected, but most definitely just making sure the checks are recent, making sure they're often, making sure the surrounding environment. They said with this in terms of preeclampsia, sometimes it can onset within a matter of just 3 days, and you can notice subtle things. They said the doctor said there were subtle things we could have taken, kind of been a little bit more attentive to, but we didn't know because we had just traveled. Some of the signs were swelling, and sure indeed, my wife did have some swelling in her feet. But again, we had thought because we had flown that was just a normatic thing. Beyond that, they said headaches were a slight indicator as well. And sure enough, my wife just the night before had said, "Hey, my head hurts a little bit. I'm going to go in the room and lay down." You're just thinking, "Hey, it's a pregnancy thing. We had just flown and traveled." So, that was one of those things. Almost any indicator can be something that has a more serious connotation to it. So.
That's great information. Well, you received a lot of support from other believers during your crisis. Talk about the prayers and well wishes. And were you surprised by such an outpouring of love from strangers?
Yes, most definitely, and still continue to get the love and support. And really, one of the beautiful things and moments was the first 36 hours and 48 were kind of the scariest. The brain was still swelling and bleeding, and they said because of where the bleed was, it was inoperable. So it was just a matter of getting her blood pressure down and letting the body really kind of take control and heal itself. And then about 24 hours later, they said, "Look, we're pretty 100% sure this is preeclampsia, so we got to get baby boy out as soon as possible so mom can start healing." And so finally, after about 36 hours, I took my first rest. I'd been by my wife's side, didn't want to sleep before then, but I finally slept, and just in a couple hours, God really kind of spoke to me in that 2-hour rest, and he told me very adamantly, he said, "There's what's going to happen." He said, "Your wife will be whole and healthy. She'll be complete, lacking in nothing. I will heal your wife. Your son will be okay, but Danny, I need you to take a couple of faith steps." He said, "I need my joy to be your strength. I need you to walk in peace that is beyond human understanding." And he said, I need you to give me glory at every opportunity." And so that was such a really peaceful and restful and faith-filled moment at that point. And so I woke up with joy and strength and happiness, peace. And at that point, I had decided, well, there were so many people wanting to know what was going on and texting me. I decided I would just put something on social media to kind of to silence the texts that were going off, honestly, because I didn't have to answer everything, and just to let everybody and notify everybody what was going on. And really so they could see the miracle firsthand and that their prayers could start, working and start helping. And what had happened since then, it's been 3 months later. I'm still getting messages. We're still getting prayers. We're still getting letters from people that I've never met, maybe will never meet, whose faith was filled, whose faith was maybe reignited, or maybe it was the first time they'd ever believed or seen a miracle firsthand. And, her family, from her friends, it's just been such a beautiful thing for people to really come together. And I'll tell you what, this was a corporate victory. It wasn't just our victory. This was a corporate victory of prayer coming together, a group and community of believers coming together, witnessing, being a part of a miracle, and we could feel your prayers. I can't tell you how many nights I had an hour, maybe two of sleep, but I had woke up with full energy, full excitement and joy. And so this was definitely a corporate victory, and it was really exciting to see. And I mean, you just can't be more overjoyed and blessed to have people that have your back and believe in you and are praying for you. So.
Wow, Danny Slavin's quite a testimonial. We're so happy for you. Your baby was born almost 8 weeks premature and is just as healthy as can be, and your wife's doing great, and you've grown closer with the Lord and have encouraged so many other people in their walk with the Lord as well. Danny Slavin's so happy for you. God bless you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Lori. God bless you. Have a blessed day.